Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Muhammad Lutfi Ramdan. Today, I'm going to show this explanation through classroom management courses about the final project, teaching tolerance and case study. Without any further ado, let's get started. The table of contents in here is first introduction, discussion and conclusion, and last is case study. First introduction. Fostering tolerance in classroom management seeks to establish a safe, inclusive, and supportive environment that improving students' social emotional development. Research by Derla et al. On social emotional learning indicates that classrooms that highlight tolerance can boost academic performance, reduce student conflicts, and strengthen interpersonal bonds. In Indonesia, with its rich cultural, religious, and linguistic diversity, this strategy is a key to making sure every student feels valued and included in the educational experience. So here are the specific approach that I use it in this PowerPoint. First is use of collaborative project-based learning with cultural responsive. So the description is collaborative project-based learning involves students working in mixed groups to tackle projects that are connected to real life, highlighting the values of tolerance and diversity. This strategy is meant to allow students from different culture, religions, and skill levels to work together in respectful manner. The way to implementation is, first, project planning and heterogeneous group formation. Teachers need to design tolerance team projects, such as researching local cultural heritage, and form groups of students with diverse backgrounds and to encourage cross-cultural interaction and cooperation. The second is discussion, facilitation, and inclusive materials. Teachers have to facilitate group discussion with rules of mutual respect and use learning materials that reflect diversity, such as folk tales or video on interfaith harmony, followed by a reflection session to reinforce the value of tolerance. The second approach is conflict management and dialogue. Conflict management through dialogue and peer mediation are strategies for cluster management that show students how to peacefully solve problems by communicating openly and using guidance from their peers. The way to implementation is first, dialogue skills training and classroom rules. Teachers train students in non-judgmental communication. For instances is I feel statement and construct tolerance-based classroom rules, such as respecting difference of opinion. The second implementation is group mediation and reflection program. Teachers appoint students as trained mediators to resolve small conflict peacefully, followed by group reflection session to discuss lessons and learn from the conflict, improving empathy and understanding among students. The conclusion is focusing on classroom management that promotes tolerance through collaborative project and dialogue for resolving conflicts, along with peer mediation, can help create a welcoming, cooperative, and innovative learning atmosphere. This approach not only improves tolerance in students, but also prepare them to be global citizens who respect diversity. Research and observation support the effectiveness of this method, yet challenges such as inadequate teacher training and resources need to be resolved with the right polish. So here are the references that I use it. The last is case study. First case study. To manage Alex's aggressive behavior in Miss Johnson's fifth grade classroom, we can implement a variety of focused classroom management strategies that will aid in his behavioral development while also nurturing an inclusive setting. This includes conducting a functional behavior assessment (FBA) to discover triggers and formulate personalized behavior intervention plan, applying restorative practice to cultivate empathy and accountability, integrating social emotional learning to instruct self-regulation, collaborating with parents and support staff for uniformity, and initiating a peer mentorship program alongside community building efforts in the classroom to foster inclusivity and positive peer influence. These strategies in the classroom tackle the fundamental causes of Alex's aggression, support emotional growth, and create supportive classroom culture where he feels valued and inspired to improve. The second study is to support Mr. Smith in getting his 7th grade mate students back on track. 3 main strategies stand out. First, implement clear rules and routines, such as no phone regulation and a quick daily reminder of what's expected to keep everyone on task. The second is make lessons enjoyable and interactive with things like math games, hands-on activities, or brief partner discussion to keep students involved. Third is foster a positive environment. Praising students when they do well, give small rewards like points for staying focused, and talk to them privately if they are struggling, so they feel supported instead of called out. The last case study is to handle Jack's disruptive action in 8th grade English class. Miss Brown can take a well-rounded approach. First, she should have a private talk with Jake to find out what's causing his behavior. And then she can use positive reinforcement methods like behavior contract or token system to reward good behavior. Additionally, she should change up seating arrangements and include fun activities to keep disruption at classroom. By adopting teaching self-regulation techniques such as deep breathing is also important. Miss Brown should work together with Jake's parents and counselor to ensure everyone is on the same page. For ongoing issues, she can apply tailored consequences and keep track of Jake's progress with a behavior tracking sheet to modify her strategies as necessary. This all-encompassing plan is designed to create a positive classroom atmosphere while meeting Jake's needs. That's all my explanation today. I apologize if there are any mistaken. Thank you very much for this watching.